Hi everyone, this is Louisa, the Eat Right Chef. Today I'm going to show you how to do a Chinese stir fry. Okay, first we're gonna chop up the vegetables. Now let's chop up this bamboo shoot. I'm going to cut away all of the bottom. Okay. So we're going to need about the length of this. Base a little bit hard, take it away. Okay, so now we're gonna cut up the shiitake mushrooms. These mushrooms have been soaked overnight, so they are really soft now, easy to cut into. Otherwise it would be impossible to cut because it's just too hard. So slice them into thin slices. Notice that I didn't throw away the brine. This can be used during the stir fry, so don't throw it away. It's good stuff. Okay, next we're gonna cut up the baked tofu. Lastly, we're gonna chop up the garlic and ginger. These two ingredients I use for almost all my dishes because they are so beneficial to our health, and they add such a wonderful aroma to any dishes. So I highly recommend that you stock up on those in your kitchen. And for these small items, I like to use my paring knife, because you see how I peel off the skin very effortlessly. See? And then you can peel off a very thin layer. Okay. So here we go. And slice it. This is a carbon steel wok which I recently got, and here are the ingredients that I have chopped up just now. So notice I have put them into two plates. There's a reason for that. This plate contains ingredients that are harder and take longer to cook, and this one contains ingredients that are easier to heat up. So what we're going to do is to put these ingredients into the wok first, and I'll show you the exact order. And then when the carrots and the celery and the mushrooms, when they are almost done, then we can put in the bamboo shoot, the baked tofu, and lastly the scallion. And here we have the brine from the shiitake mushrooms, which we're going to pour into the wok. So let's get started. Now, one thing about Chinese stir fries is that it takes a lot of time to chop up the ingredients. And there's a reason for that. Guess what it is? Well, notice how thin the vegetables are. These are called Julienne. The reason is that we want to have as large of a surface area as possible for the veggies to get in touch with the heat. And in Chinese stir fry, we use very, very high heat so that the food will be cooked in a very short time and remain crispy. So that's the effect we want to achieve. And so the chopping is essential. And I think it usually takes about half of the whole cooking time, the chopping, and I consider it a very meditative thing to do while I prepare for the actual stir fry. So have a look at these veggies. Aren't they lovely? So colorful, right? Now let's get started. First of all, turn on the heat. I'm going to use a spatula. There's actually a fish spatula because it has a very nice give. See how flexible it is? And it makes it very easy to pick up the food. You can also use a wooden spatula if you like, or a steel one, which is often used in a traditional kitchen. So let's wait for the wok to heat up a little bit and pour some oil in. This is rice bran oil, which has a high smoke point, and it makes it safe to eat even at high temperature. Now I'm gonna just put in the garlic and the ginger. Next, put the mushrooms in. When the mushrooms have turned a little bit brown, golden brown, look how nice it is. See? Then you can start to add the hard vegetables. Put them aside. On the side, okay? The nice thing about the wok is that there's a lot of surface area for you to play with. So you can just empty the middle part with the oil in it and then start cooking the other ingredients. So next I'm going to put in the carrots and stir. It's important to keep stirring because the wok is very, very hot. So if you stop stirring, the food may get burnt. So very important to keep stirring. And that's what stir fry is about. Now we're going to add the celery and keep stirring. I can see now that the carrots and celery are starting to soften up. You can just see, with your eyes, observe that they kind of bend easily when you stir. And at this time, I'm gonna introduce the bamboo shoot in it. Put in the bamboo shoot. Okay. And start stirring again. Next is the tofu. Now at this point, you don't see any more oil left at the bottom. It's been absorbed by the vegetables. Starting to get a little bit dry, so at this point I'm gonna pour in the mushroom brine. At this point, it's almost ready. So now you want to add some seasoning. In Chinese cooking, we use a lot of soy sauce, but I would recommend tamari because it's wheat-free. And even so, soy is actually recommended. It's beneficial for type A people. So I avoid it because it just creates a lot of problems for my health. What I just added was some brewer's yeast, and I'm going to add some Himalayan pink sea salt. This is my favorite, paprika, some turmeric, anti-inflammatory, and just a little bit of cayenne pepper. Stir fry a little bit more. So if you're type A, then go ahead and use the tamari. And actually the tofu is good for only type A people. So I'm gonna skip it. Just pick it out, you know. It's not polite in the Chinese tradition to pick food out from the plate, but well, I'm more concerned about my health than politeness. So there you have it. So we just keep on frying until the scallion is done. You will see it when the scallion becomes soft and turns a little bit darker green. So that's basically it. There you go. Looking great. As soon as it's done, turn off the heat and serve it. We Chinese people like to eat food that's extremely hot, not lukewarm. So as soon as it's served, it should be eaten right away.